This nigga famous Dex is down filthy, bro. Like, he is not okay, bro. Somebody need to help this nigga. Like, no cap, bro. This nigga famous Dex really needs some help. So, this happened like yesterday? What day was November 30th? It's December 1st. Do November got a 31st? Bro, don't worry about me. Alright, so basically on November 30th, famous Dex is a named suspect in a domestic violence case. SWAT goes to his house. And the article is basically talking about how him and some girl, they got into an argument, and then somebody called the cops. And it was like, famous Dex got the strap. So so basically what happened was the cops got at Dex's house. When they got there, I'm gonna quote it. I'm gonna read exactly what it said. I'm gonna read this how it said. It say, we're told when cops arrived to the scene, they found a woman had cuts consistent on her and believed famous Dex was still there. So they called for backup from SWAT. So basically what it seemed like, them niggas pulled up and they were scared. So they called SWAT on one nigga. Called SWAT on one nigga? You know what's crazy? I wouldn't even be surprised if this nigga famous Dex did beat that bitch. Because that's not the first time he done did that. That's not the first time he done did that. I remember it was like, how long ago is this? I think it was like 2017. He wanted to be an SSL freshman, but they ain't let him because he was beating bitches. Or like, he beat his girlfriend. So they was like, hell no, we is not fucking with you. We was not coming on here. And I remember that nigga was mad about it. But really, it was really his fault, bro. There was no reason for this nigga to be mad about that because he the one who decided to put his hands on the female. Nigga low-key weird for that. High-key weird for that. That nigga's weird. In the next part of the article, it say, famous Dex's home became the site of a SWAT standoff when cops suspected he might have hurt his ex and possibly barricaded himself inside with weapons. So they thought that nigga was in there barricaded, but later in the article, it say that nigga wasn't there. He was not there at the house. He was just a suspect. So he probably did do it and then dipped out because you know that nigga be tweaking out, bro. Like, them drugs been whooping his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, y'all remember, I think it was like last year, that nigga Dex had gotten him. He was on stage and had a seizure and everybody thought that nigga was finna die, bro. Everybody was scared because everybody thought he was gonna die. And then it's been plenty of times where he been on live tweaking or he just been tweaking on interviews and shit. That nigga Dex needs some help. And I'm pretty sure 𝓻𝓸𝓹 tried to help him, but it ain't work. And I really feel bad for this nigga because I don't know what drugs he be on, but when that nigga be tweaking, he be tweaking bad. That shit is not okay, bro. The people around him really need to help that nigga because, like, why is they letting him go outside like this? Or why is they letting him put himself in situations like the one we talking about now, how the nigga supposedly was in a domestic violence case or he a suspect in it? Why they letting him put himself in positions like that? Them niggas supposed to be helping that nigga and they just letting him go outside like that? Like, that shit crazy. Even though I was talking about how I don't know how his managers and shit let him get down bad like this, it really seemed like that nigga don't want no help. He not gonna change because he don't want to. Like, I just watched a clip of this nigga talking. He was talking about how he not gonna listen to nobody. He gonna do what he want. The nigga don't care. That's basically what he's saying. So it's really like, no matter what you do, this nigga is gonna stay on them drugs. He gonna keep doing that bullshit. And then he probably gonna end up like Kodak. For real, nigga. Probably gonna end up like Kodak in jail, nigga. Not getting out no time soon. Dex, I hate to say it, but I feel like this nigga gonna be goddamn, he gonna be broken about 5 years, nigga, because this nigga ain't had a hit since what, 2017? This nigga ain't made a hit since 2017. Nobody asking for no famous Dex. This nigga been flopping lately. He is falling off. He falling off and he doing bullshit. That is not a good combination, my boy. That is not a good combination. He's falling off. He tweaking off the drugs. He going to jail. He getting like that nigga. He is down bad right now. But that's the definition of down bad. Nigga Dex really needs some help, or he need to work on himself or some shit. I know. Look, he a grown ass man. He can do what he want. But I mean, I don't give a fuck if you grown nigga doing all the shit that he doing now is really not smart. His career not going good. His health obviously not good, bro. That nigga is down bad for real. But let me know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comments, or how y'all feel about famous Dex, because this nigga tweaking. Like, I think he tweaking like a motherfucker, because the way he be acting, that shit is not right, or it's not good for somebody in the position he in, nigga. For like, nigga supposed to be influencing kids and shit, and he doing the bullshit that he doing now. But nobody can change a man but himself. Oh, and I know these not my normal type of videos. Usually, you know what I'm saying, I be more upbeat. But for the topic, that shit, it didn't really seem like it fit. So I ain't You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all did enjoy this video, and my Twitch gonna be on the screen right now, so go fuck me over there, man.